so that we can head on over to our predictions. And earlier, it's a crick knockdown, which is understandable because of course they're very wary about it.
They
Although
have
I'm
a
not
bad
quite sure if
experience about it.
yeah, although I'm not sure if it's really
No
a
ban for
priority.
no solution.
I don't think so.
Zero ban.
Personally, me, I don't think
They
so.
they skipped the ban phase.
All right, let's get the
Interesting.
ban.
Yeah, no solution
yes.
skipped the ban phase. So
They want to open some
they want to
heroes
open
here.
quick knock. Yeah, because I think they kind of realized.
Oh, they took the Malok.
Ooh.
Is it gonna be a Senial
guessing
Violet
Senial.
or Irie? Senial Irie? We'll have to see. But Irie has been a very important pick throughout the tournament of PPGL. Surprisingly, 0 Jinnar for today, by the
That's
way.
right.
Oh, they
So,
took the Senial here.
Senial or Violet or Senial.
Exact
Yeah,
fix,
exactly
wow.
what I said.
That was
Senial or Violet or
perfect.
Senial, Irie.
Alright.
But at this point, take the Irie here or the Zephys.
Uh-huh.
It could be both. Because you want as much threat as you can.
Hey, a good sub for the Irie.
What is
Joker.
this? It looks like there's an interchange of hero picks here. A while ago, we saw Malok and the Joker from mid side. Now it's on the side of Team No Solution.
So you're showing your trump card very early on in the game. You show them the Joker pick that can be easily countered by a few picks. I'm pretty sure Myth has a few things up their sleeves.
Looks like they're gonna focus on a very heavy rotation based during the mid phase of the game. I imagine it's gonna be a 1-3-1.
Uh-huh.
Right? I feel like maybe perhaps it's the Violet, Alice, or whoever's gonna be the last pick. That's gonna be for Myth Esports, but hold that thought. It's a Lumber pick this time, so it's similar.
Triple tank
Yeah,
lineup. Again.
look at that. Look at that. 4 tanks for Team No Solution, 1 marksman. That was the exact lineup. Almost lineup for that the Team Myth used a while ago. And I think here in this match, Team Myth will show something different. They have a different lineup here. Look at that.
Hey, it
Pretty
looks
much
exciting,
balanced.
right?
2 tanks. Finally, they have mage support here, and the Violet.
Yeah, it's very balanced. Like, I feel like, it's time for No Solution to actually get the initial engage and catch them off guard. But at the same time, there's all the Alice and Seniel combo in the same composition.
Absolutely.
So that's something that has received quite a number of success,
Yes.
especially last week of PPGL. So again, execution-wise, it's all up to like Myth and No Solution to make this work.
They're having a composition that does require a high level execution. Like, if you're gonna combo the Alice shields with the Sanya ult, that's basically one of your carries are immortal.
Yeah.
If you do it properly, that is. If they can force Myth to make a mistake on just one of those chains, that's an opening that you can have with, again, I'm gonna highlight the composition that they have. This is exactly the way I would highlight the previous compositions of Myth, where you have 4 tanks and 1 marksman
Yes.
who can take any fights on the map interchangeably.
Yes.
So that's the power of their composition. Let's see if they can pull it off. Man, I'm excited.
I wonder what will be the answer of Myth here. Like, I think they want to say to the other team, No Solution, that although we don't have that same style of lineup, 4
Yes.
tanks, 1 marksman, we might be able to still do this.
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be sino yung makakatapat, kung sino maging split pusher,
Yes.
sino yung mag-apply ng counter pressure sa Senial, especially it's gonna be on the side of Myth Esports. But you know what? We'll find out soon as we're heading over to our game. I'm gonna pass it over to our casters. As Ryan Butters, take it away, man.
Salamat, man.
Thank you,
Thank
pare.
you, thank you, pare. So, yun na nga, mga kaibigan. This is possibly, the last game of the series. Myth Esports dito. They're up by 2 games. 1 more game. Sila na ang maglalaban.
Okay.
Doon sa Glorieta.
So here's the thing I kind of noticed. I do like this this last Raz pick for Kit. It just allows him to just put out all of that power surge damage just to harass little by little the front lines of No Solution. If he can reach the back line, the Joker will actually be basically, an immediate joke to him, bursting him down quite easily. We'll just have to see that. And like the casters did, like the analysts did talk about, it's gonna be more on who can actually split push to force No Solution to go out of their way to actually stop that. And without the Zengil in their own lineup, it's gonna be difficult to actually answer that split pusher.
And Burst answering with his own steal, the Sage Golem will go down. And Enes dito, we'll try to see kung nandito pa yung kanilang Siege Golem. And wala na silang aabutan. And good decision making coming out dito from Seniel and his team na wag na lang i-contest yung pagnakaw ng Sage Golem nila and just go for the other Sage Golem dito sa game.
Yeah, exactly. So now Lumber's going to be going aggressive dito. 2v2 situation, but the Joker is right there on the wayside to actually join in onto the fight. Lomi has to actually just run away and don't want to be, you know, easy noodles for no solution here. And he immediately dashes over. That's the power of heroes that have the dash. They can always go over the wall and have an easy exit out of the jungle of your opponent.
Yep. And ito na nga si Alice dito, nakatambay lang, tamang tambay lang dito sa lane ni Raz, just actually helping him get the stun, probably protect him kapag medyo ginaw siya dito. Then again, the extra movement speed I think works wonders for Raz kasi for a high mobility hero that can actually go to the back, then kumbaga dalin mo sa kalaban mo sa sariling lane nyo pero nagkakaroon ng konting suntukan dito.
Body blocks coming in from the Zenial, making sure that this Malok can't actually get out of harm's way without using any of his heals. Actually had to use his heal right there, so he has to back off. And as you can see, the Joker has, or rather a Spacer or Blank, I'm just gonna call him Blank, comes back to the, goes to the top lane to actually provide him some support. Kit might actually be in a very wary position here, uses the uppercut to go over the wall, gets the heal, as well as the movement speed boost there from the Alice. So, as you can see, this support is actually starting to pay off, keeping her teammates alive.
Yep. And ito na nga yung sinasabi natin, Azurai, na hindi takot yung mga teams na to na magsayang ng resource dito. They will use it as long as they can save one hero or as long as they save themselves.
Yeah. Name of the game here for Myth Esports is rather than trying to take fights in 5v5 situations, they're going to try to take fights in minimized situations here. But Kit actually got jebaited in by...
going in. Oh my goodness.
What the heck just happened? He got jebaited in by No Solution with the bushwalk he plays, but was able to dash away with the mobility that this Raz brings to the table. And like I said, the name of the game here is going to be being able to kite around that death ball that No Solution has, because that death ball only got spikes. It don't have no cannons, so you can't. It doesn't, you know, deal damage from far away. Maybe the Joker, but those other four, they don't really reach you from far off.
And ito, Lomi, mga kaibigan, medyo na-engage siya dito and tatakbo nga siya. And I don't think they can get a kill. Uy, Lomi dun, medyo bumawi pa ng sarili niyang atake. And
yeah,
that is a good sign na yung confidence ito ni Lomi, medyo angat.
I mean, what do you call the weapon of Astrid? I'm just like curious. Do you call it like Buster Blade or Buster Sword? I mean, it sounds like a very nice weapon for a nice name for a big sword.
The big sword. The Great Sword of Doom. TP dito will be used, and Zephys will try to go for the knock-up, but
Lomi is on the sidelines here, maybe looking for a straggler. He's going to be fighting out at least the Lumber for a short duration there, but no kills to be had for both of these teams. As you can really see, Myth Esports not really looking to fight in these high amount or high player numbers type of engagements, but they're going to be forcing out the Abyssal Dragon here. Bella will be able to spot this out. Abyssal Dragon's taking quite a bit of damage, and now he's going to try to at least go in with this
Earth Splitter. Going in, mga kaibigan, nandito na si Bella trying to take down dito yung mga nasa likod, the backlines, pero Bella will go down. Kitang-kita nyo kung ano nangyayari dito. 977 trying to run away the flicker from the Joker, pero mabubuhay ba siya dito? Killing Joke will be thrown out. Can't laughter. It will be able to burst down Slapstick. Kit dito on the other hand, falling low. Will he get out of harm's way? At eto, Lomi will take down the kill on that Joker, pero Zephys will take down that Raz.
Gets the heal from the Arthur just to make sure he won't get taken out. My goodness, I think a power surge there might have been enough to take away the Zephys, and Ems was just trying to maybe bait it out, get the heal at the clutches situations, clutches of moments, and kind of, you know, fake it so that the rest will just have a bad day. But in any case, that was Myth Esports going a bit too over-aggressive. They got the kills 2 for 2 though, and well, the only shining or silver lining here for No Solution is that M&M in the top lane put quite a bit of damage on this turret, or in this tower rather.
And Kit doon just staying dun sa talagang overextension na to eh.
Yeah.
Alam mo yung tipo masasabi mo talagang nag-trespass na sila dun sa sa base ng kalaban dito. But then again, I do think yung Myth dito, they know what they're doing. They're trying to force out the fights. And actually, ang pinaka-alarming sa akin para dito is Seniel. Kanina pa siya nandun sa may taas. Pero kung titignan mo, yung damage dun sa taas, mga kaibigan, slapstick, yung damage sa kanya dito, yun pala ang totoong problema. Hindi pala yung damage sa tower sa taas ng side ng Myth Esports.
The catch-off for No Solution is definitely a huge threat for Myth Esports, and they have to be even more careful about that. But it seems like No Solution, they're kind of finding or adjusting mid-game how to deal with Myth Esports. They find the picks that they need and force out objectives by the 3. They don't go for a 4 or 5 man because they know that if they leave a lane open, it's going to be easy pickings for Myth. So this is just good answer coming in from No Solution. Forcing out Lomi there, but Lomi dealing the damage, taking out that bottom tier tower. And as you can see here, the Joker or Blank was making his way down there, hoping to maybe get the damage, but Lomi's gonna go in a 2v1.
And here comes Lomi. Lomi trying to take down that Arthur. And dito din sa gitna, meron din unang laban na Hippie Feet on that Malok. And Zephys will actually go down. Kit will take him down. And Joker dito falling low. Will he go down? Kill and Joke will be thrown out.
No.
And here comes the Earth Splitter. But Astrid on the backlines. Bella dito, mga kaibigan, pumasok sa gitna ng 5. At ito na nga ang habulan, mga kaibigan. Malok dito. Pinipilit niyang tumakas. And he will use his ulti to get out of harm's way.
I mean, I think there was a miscommunication there from No Solution. Zephys wanted to dive in underneath the tower, but because of the timing that Myth Esports on the bottom side brush kind of did, he'd split apart No Solutions' siege on Kit or dive on Kit, and he was able to survive because Zephys doesn't really, you know, survive underneath tower unless he has his items already, but he doesn't. It's still that early into the game, and because of that, it's going to be easy 2 kills for Myth Esports, not losing anybody just yet, and No Solution, they're kind of in a dilemma right now wherein they want to siege towers, they want to force the fights, but they have to be careful, and well, I think they're doing a pretty good job because they're able to get the Abyssal Dragon, but the gold is still in favor of Myth.
And Lomi going on the Zephys. Slapstick dito, mga kaibigan, trying to go for the Malok. Malok dito will go down. And look at that pushback coming out dito from Raz. And 977, Zephys falling low. Will he be able to go down? Yes, he will. Slapstick dito, nahuli na naman siya. Bella, the lumber, trying to run away as fast as possible. Joker na lang ang natitira dito, mga kaibigan. The stun will connect. And pick any card. Pick a card. Any card will be used, but I don't think it will be able to save him. And Ems trying to save the Joker, but he won't be there in time.
No Solution wanted to go for the fight there, but it just seemed that Myth had the better with the Alice control and Zenial kind of splitting them apart, kind of making sure that No Solution isn't 5-man at a time. They're making it 3-2 versus 5's kind of split, and works out well into their favor, allowing Myth Esports to get some kills, or as well as towers as right there. Now there's going to be a fight ensuing here into the mid. Malik goes in with the shock. Could be a nice pickup here onto NY as he tries to run away, and the Lumber uses his ultimate there just to make sure that there's no possibility of him escaping. Zephys over the wall, but Violet was over the wall as well.
1v1.
The damage though from the Joker is just that immense, but after that burst, it's not going to be enough any longer as Bella tries to get that kill onto Slapstick, but because of burst and Kit being there, he won't be able to, well, finalize the blow.
Yeah, that's an ace, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That is a wipe, so technically, Myth will be taking the tier 3 towers. And ito lang naman ginagawa nila kanina pa eh. Wala naman nagbago eh. They're just trying to pick their fights. If the fight is favorable, they will go and try to win it. And they won it that time, and they will get the tier 3 tower. Sobrang fast-paced na laro ng Myth dito.
And after that, I mean, No Solution, they're just trying to pry open, well, openings here to be able to find that way to get back into the game. They're already 6-14, and they're looking for some more right now. Lomi's going to be initiated upon, but I think he's tanky enough to be able to get out of this situation. They're really going to be forcing this as they use the Malik ultimate, but as you can see from the sidelines, Violet and Alice joining onto the fight, and the damage from the Violet is just that immense. Has to back away a little bit because the Malik is right there from his sidelines. Joker's going to be trying to reach in, but at the end of the day, he's going to get caught out by the power surge and gets obliterated by this Raz. And there you go, another consecutive amount of kills going to the hands of Myth Esports. And Eminem here definitely going to try and run away, but at the end of the day, he can only try to poke them back, maybe use his ultimate, but he already has done it earlier, so that's going to be a 6 to 18, 10 minutes, make that 11 minutes into the game.
They committed so much on that Raz, even using the Malok ulti just to take him down, but they didn't, and they paid the price. Yun na nga, I mean, yun na nga lang yung nag-iisang way talaga nila dito para magkaroon ng advantage is to take down the Raz first, kasi hindi din naman nila gustong mapasok sila sa likod or ma-pushback sila papunta dun sa side dito ng Myth Esports. But then again, if you think about it, ang dami talaga nilang binabato just to take down one hero.
Yeah, definitely.
Tapos yung Myth Esports dito, kahit magwatak-watak sila, their damage is enough to actually take down the other heroes dito ng No Solution.
This type of composition for No Solution starts out strong, but immediately quickly loses damage as the game progresses, and it's really showing right now. But maybe they have a chance in this fight right now as they try to deal the damage, but Violet was just onto the sidelines and just pumping out the shots. Onslaught already for Slapstick as he keeps on the momentum, chasing down onto Eminem as the Lumber is already down, and the Malak will be the only one to remain. He gets obliterated in the blink of an eye, as well as the Joker, and that's going to be a wipeout. No need for a Darkslayer right now because that mid tier 3 is already taken down. They can absorb the tower, the core damage, and that's going to be GG. 12 minutes in, and Myth Esports, from a look to have been some difficulties against No Solution on the first time that they saw each other in this tournament. The second time, it was the cleanest of the two.
And eto na nga, kumbaga ito lang yung kailangan natin isipin na Azure. Yung first meeting nila, they were testing the waters.
Yeah.
And it seems na kahit nag-test ng waters dun yung Myth Esports, Myth Esports, sila pa rin yung mas experienced sa team eh. Tapos dumating sa panahon na nagtagpo na naman sila dito uli, Myth Esports, hindi na sila nag-test ng waters, they know how to beat yung No Solution dito. And No Solution, they have no solution talaga para i-take down dito yung lineup ng MYT.
Yeah. So the question now is to our analysts at the desk: where was the damage for No Solution at the early game? We were expecting this type of composition to actually have so much fruition when the game started, but then it didn't really show. I mean, was it because Myth had just better spacing? Was it just because No Solution didn't use their composition correctly? But in any case.
Is it because of the Alice?
Because of the Alice, actually, that's true. So, to break it down even further, let's just give it to our analysts at the desk.
Peace. Yo.